MJ!
Hey,
I feel like it's been forever since I've seen you.
it's been a while.
I've missed you so. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Third Down Thursdays. Yours truly is finally back on the mend, feeling better, feeling great. Even busted out my Caleb Williams.
Yikes.
That gorgeous gentleman next to me right there, that is MJ Hurley. We are, as we go about it with the group, the OGs of Third Down Thursdays. Ready to hold it down for another Thursday. MJ, how you doing, brother?
Oh, it's been a day. I'm good. Everything's good. I'm exhausted. I slept. Not as exhausted as I was at the beginning of yesterday. I took 3 naps yesterday.
Nice.
And they were all very much needed. Let me tell you.
The question is, were you sick or are you just tired?
No, I'm just tired. I just work a lot. Because you and I aren't very good sometimes at work-life balance, but that's okay.
No, believe me, not at all.
Yeah. So, but it's okay. Yesterday I literally took 3 naps. I took 3 individual 1-hour naps at different points of the day. It was great. So
that's kind of nice, man. I mean,
yeah, it was fantastic. Because we're at my parents' house, so you're at your parents' house. You just so
sure.
It was great. How you doing?
Oh, I'm dude. So been sick.
Better.
Yeah, better now. Strep throat, I guess, has been going around my daughter's daycare. So, my guess is I had that. I had a real bad high fever. Just was feeling kind of under the weather. Thought I was being able to truck it out and feel okay. I felt somewhat decent on Monday.
Okay.
Like I told you in the pre-show, and then Tuesday, Christmas Eve, did some stuff. And then I was like, dude, this isn't good. I feel like crap. Like, shout out to my doctor. Like, I'm not gonna give his name because I don't know. Like, some people might hate on this, but shout out to him. Like, he, sight unseen. Like, I just told him my symptoms and everything like that. Put in the prescription for me. He was awesome. Like, dude, he's a good dude. He's a badass doctor. He's helped me with like stuff like shit like this before that required me to grab antibiotics, which was it's awesome. So he's like, yeah. He's like, dude. Well, obviously it wasn't him. It was the nurse. Like, she's like, I gotta call your doctor. I'm like, I know.
Okay.
So yeah, no. And
real quick.
What's up?
I'm so sorry. I'm interrupting. I'm already starting. I got to show you. Oh, it's hard to see. Look what I got.
Oh, that's sick.
Me and Sai went shopping. There's a great store. If you're ever that's weird. I can see myself. If you're ever in,
now you know how we feel when we see you.
I know. What do you think? I run away sometimes. I'm kidding.
No.
But no. So if you're ever in Frisco, at Stonebriar Mall in Frisco, there is a sports store in the mall called Field of Dreams.
Oh yeah,
it is the coolest.
It used to be in Arlington, it used to be in Woodfield Mall.
Really?
Yep, Field of Dreams. Actually, this Derrick Rose autograph right here, I got that from Field of Dreams. This Michael Jordan right here, I got from
Dreams. Is a chain.
I don't know if it was so much a chain, or if it was them closing to move to Dallas. Honestly, I don't know.
It's possible.
Because but no, the cool thing when they went out, they did a going out of sale thing, or going out of business thing, and they did a huge sale. I ended up getting that Derrick Rose auto, and I got a Mike Ditka auto over there, with him giving the finger.
I love that. I don't know if this might not stay up.
No, it's sick though, honestly.
How can I get this?
Again, that's the only, honestly, I've been giving so much credit to the Packers lately. This is ridiculous, but dude, that stadium's gorgeous. I love it. I love everything about like the tradition with it and everything like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I got nothing to say. I whatever. I mean, I hope they do well until they get to the Super Bowl and then they lose the Super Bowl.
Brother, if they lose the Super Bowl to the Chiefs, I don't even know if I'll be mad.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, I get it.
I mean, I would be mad, but I would be like, okay, I get it.
Hey, our preseason picks, I had the Chiefs versus the Niners. Well, that's not happening. Chiefs Niners, but then I had the Chiefs getting that 3-peat.
I had the Chiefs Packers. So
hey, dude, that's a good. I mean, it's looking pretty.
All I gotta say, I mean, it's been a while. All I got to say is everybody at the beginning of the year was calling me stupid. And now everyone's talking about how the Packers are sneaky Super Bowl favorites.
Shocker. I said the Packers were the second best team in the NFC North.
That's true.
I also said the Bears are the third best team.
That's not true.
Not true.
Yeah, no.
And
I think the Packers.
I don't think anyone would have thought the Vikings. Lions. But you know what, though? I really don't think anybody would have thought that the Vikings would have had the year that they're having. But that's a testament to their coach, too, though.
I still don't think they're having the year that they think they're having. I really don't. I mean,
that's awesome.
They've also gotten the crap kicked out of them by the Lions once.
True.
Like, what?
And that was a healthy Lions team, too, at the time.
Right. So we'll see. This Packers-Vikings game on Sunday will be very interesting.
Because it'll be a fun game. It'll be a fun game, honestly. I mean, I got nothing. Like I lost my even fantasy football. I lost this. Well, in our league, I stopped paying attention once again. Go figure. But the big money one that I'm in, I lost in the semifinals. So I'm in the third place game this week. And I'm just like, whatever. Dude, I had such a great freaking team. Like, I had Breece Hall and I had Christian McCaffrey before I knew.
There you go.
And you know what I'm saying? Before I knew anything about his injury, obviously no one knew.
Right.
And then I had I have pretty decent receivers. I don't know, man. It was just a bad year. You know what screwed me over, honestly, was CMC getting hurt, obviously, and Breece Hall being a mediocre running back.
No, what screwed you over was Aaron Rodgers consistently banging Breece Hall. Pause. I mean, in terms of making it hard for him to play football well.
So true, but you know, cheers, by the way.
Cheers. I got a fresh Coke.
I'm actually drinking on my wife's coffee cup.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's not her coffee, obviously.
Yeah, Si, you got a sick Cardinals poster, and it's still sitting in my house because you didn't take it home, you numbnut.
Sigh.
Big dumb.
Good old sigh. But yeah, man. No, so everything's good. No complaints. You know, just sitting here, like, I don't even care, like, Bears game. Like, I have the Bears game on, obviously, right now. But, like...
Yeah, but normally you would, like, clear your life schedule.
Yeah, I have no... Like, even last week when they got freaking curb stomps by the Lions, I was just like, whatever.
Yeah, that bad.
You know what, though? Again, my biggest thing right now is seeing a development from Caleb Williams.
Oh, I mean, he's looked so much better. There's still a lot of questions, but, like, it still goes back to I was saying a long time ago that the Bears offensive line was their biggest issue. And I'm going back to like when we were talking a couple years ago.
Yeah, no, you're right.
They're not going to be able to do anything. And it's still their biggest issue. And it still makes Caleb Williams worse look than he is. Worse look than he is.
What's in that Coca-Cola? You got some Crown in there?
No, unfortunately.
Get some Crown.
I'm good. I need to go to bed when I'm done here, but no, like it's weird because, and I'm not even gonna, at some point I'll take my victory lap on Shane Waldron because I've never appropriately taken that.
Go ahead and take it if you don't mind. I will be the pace car to start just to get you going.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And then you're welcome to do it. Honestly, like, because when they brought in Shane Waldron, I was like, okay. It was weird though because like at the same time I had those like same question marks in my head, but I was like, same thing with Eberflus, but let's not go down that. I've already like.
Well, yeah.
Like that's been like that's already dead. There's no reason to keep killing a body that's already on the ground, right? Or in the ground, but. Yeah, man. No, it's just not good. But to go back to my original thought, though, Caleb Williams. I mean, he's throwing for 3,200 yards. He's already in the top. He could potentially break the record this year, bro, of most passing yards in a Bears season as a rookie with how bad he is. He's gotten sacked 60 times he's had technically three different offensive coordinators, and 2 head coaches in 1 year.
Caleb Williams?
Yeah, 2 head coaches and 3 offensive coordinators in 1 year.
Wait?
Shane Waldron was his first. Thomas Brown was his second. Currently, right now, the offensive coordinator for the Bears is can't remember his name.
Is Brown not doing both?
But Brown is calling games for him, but he's not technically the offensive coordinator.
Oh, because he got promoted in interim head coach. That's
right. And think about that though. In 17 days, a guy gets promoted from passing game coordinator, whom by the way didn't even talk. I don't even know if you knew this, by the way. Didn't even have any conversations with Caleb Williams, by the way, at all. Apparently didn't talk to him. And then all of a sudden, gets promoted like that right away. How are you a passing game coordinator if you don't talk to the quarterback, by the way?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. Did you see somebody was like making mixtapes of his college highlights the other day?
Who, Caleb Williams?
No,
Thomas Brown.
Thomas Brown.
Oh, I've seen some of them. Like, you know what's funny about some of those highlights though is they totally remind me of like when I was in college and stuff. I was like, wow, I probably watched this game. Excuse me.
Well, what's weird is he was the passing game coordinator. He was a running back. I mean, that doesn't mean he can't be passing game.
No, but you know what though? What I actually like truly think though now, MJ, is it completely eliminates it. Oh my god. It completely starts off the game with did he kick it out of bounds? Oh my god, he got so lucky. It completely eliminates the whole thought process of some of these idiots in Chicago that were thinking that Thomas Brown is the second coming of Mike Tomlin.
No. And you want to know why he's not the second coming of Mike Tomlin? Because Thomas Brown, I don't even know if you know this. Thomas Brown was the assistant head coach to Sean McVay in LA when they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
If there was any sort of real head coach ability,
he would have been grabbed right there, right after that game.
Yeah. Well, he would have been a head coach years ago. Because if you're actually head coach material and you're under McVay or Shanahan or any of those guys, you're going to get snatched up. Right. And there's a reason that the only people that wanted to hire him was Carolina.
Right. No, I agree.
And then Chicago was like, oh my goodness, he did such a good job with Bryce Young. Let's make him ours. Let's bring him in and make him coach.
He was, you know what's funny though, at the time, he was one of the highly sought after offensive coordinators in the NFL at the time. Oddly so, by the way. Mike McDonald's only 37 years old. That's hilarious.
Thomas Brown is only 38 years old.
That's true. Anyway,
Matt LaFleur, I think, just turned 40.
Well, he's also insanely smart.
Connor, if you change the font on our names one more time, I'm going to lose my mind.
I love how I didn't even notice it. I've just been chilling like the whole time. I think is he just figuring out the whole background and stuff like that? What's going on?
Yeah.
But so real quick, I know maybe I'll bring it up during Chaos Central, to be honest. Like I think that's probably a more appropriate time to talk about it. But I kind of want to throw some stats at you about the absolute mediocrity trash, better known as the Chicago Bears quarterback history.
Oh, the fact that Caleb Williams is having a horrible season. He's already like 6th all time on the single season passing list for the Bears.
6th all time there. Could potentially break the record at the end of the year. Like, it's just.
He's not getting 100 yards in 2 games.
Well, wait, what?
He's like 700-800 yards away.
No, he's not. He's 580 yards away.
Really?
Yeah, he's 580 yards away.
I'll be impressed if he breaks that record just because of how bad the Bears have been around him.
Dude, it's like, again, it goes back to what I said. Two head coaches, 2 offensive coordinators if you want to be technical with it, and a defense that doesn't give him any kind of help whatsoever. And like you already alluded to, an offensive line that is absolute. So
doo-doo.
Where are we at? But yeah, man. All right. Well, I guess it's about that time, isn't it?
Their offensive line is so bad. Anyway, go ahead.
Tavon Jenkins isn't even starting either. He's
No,
potentially
the only competent human being starting tonight is Darnell Wright, and the rest of them are doo-doo.
Dude, it's not good. Well, Shelton is actually a decent center, but he just has no. He has no fucking ass. He has no ass. What I mean by that is like he's like Why am I hearing that?
What did he say?
Test 1 2.
Why
am I hearing
echo? Who's that going?
I'm hearing that.
I'm good.
Well, anyway.
Why are you talking about booty cheeks?
Because he's white.
Have you studied this?
Yeah, he's a short or a smaller guy.
So Nate Robinson was double cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon.
It's so stupid.
You ever seen Kevin Hart?
Of course I've seen Kevin Hart. Who are you talking
about? So
Bruce, you need to fix your mic.
Okay, so I figured it
might be you. Right? Where did you place your mic at? I didn't mean to jump in, but I just want to. I can't figure it out with the lack of mic settings StreamYard has.
That's tough. Is it still going?
It's Bruce.
Yeah, it's Bruce.
It's got to. Oh wait. No, it's got to be MJ.
Oh, it's me.
MJ. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not you. Here. Come back in, Bruce. I can't unmute him. Look. StreamYard. I'm going to tell you what. StreamYard has 3 settings for mic. Volume, echo cancellation, and background noise. You don't get to do anything with your mic volume.
You can hear me now, fine, right?
Yes, you're good, Bruce. It is MJ. I think he must have unplugged something. To be fair, when I heard a boink and then it started echoing.
Yeah, did you hear me? That's why I was like, I'm echoing. I hear an echo.
I thought it was you at first, and then I was like,
look at you coming in with the producer skills and everything like that. You know what? Since Connor's on MJ right now, I still hear it. Testing. Nope, still hear it. What? Oh,
yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good now.
Beautiful.
Oh my gosh, he has Xbox headset.
No, this is my super expensive broadcast headset. Thank you very much.
It's a nice broadcast headset.
Oh my god, no one.
I got one of the same ones.
You know what, Bruce? I actually wasn't talking to you on that one. I was making fun of our little producer here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the most electrifying segment in podcast history. The man, the myth, the legend himself, the co-host of The Breakdown with the Nate Ness, our guy, our executive producer, Connor Davis with the Davis Division. What up, Connor?
Woo, yeah. Nice introduction. OG TDT, baby. I'm loving it. I'm McLoving it. Just came back from Dallas not too long ago with this man right here.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I saw some of the pictures.
We took our Christmas card pictures. Everyone watching, you will get a TDT designed Christmas card in your mail. So be checking your email address within the next 3 business days.
How's that not fixed?
But it was fun. I went to the Clemson, Texas game for the college football playoffs.
Dude, how was that?
It was awesome. Dude, I have yet to meet something that is competitive with State's atmosphere in terms of football season. And I'm not this is nothing bias. I'm telling you, because of the cowbells, the atmosphere is crazy.
Because of the cowbells.
And Davis Wade. I'm not.
I need more cowbell, Bruce.
I have never been to a stadium that has matched that atmosphere. Clemson's close, and Texas might have been a little bit closer. They were so loud. Their stadium was so big. And Matthew McConaughey got on that mic and went, Texas, fight! Texas, fight! He said it about 12 or 14 times. We didn't know when he was going to stop. But it was a nice experience. I'm glad I got to go.
Can I just say I actually do like him, but I think he tries a little too hard sometimes.
All right.
I think he tries appropriately hard.
Appropriate? Right. Okay. I don't know.
Because it works.
Yeah, I don't hate him.
If it didn't work, it would be one thing.
No, that's fair. Like, that's fair. You really don't see he doesn't overdo it with media appearances and stuff like that for Texas either. Okay. Okay,
he's there when it matters. He's
okay,
there when it matters.
I think MJ said it correctly with like he does it's appropriate. It's an appropriate amount of stuff. Okay, he doesn't try too hard. I'll retract that.
I was hoping I could see Big X the plug because everything's bigger in Texas, but I didn't get to see him.
Okay.
No.
I like Big X the plug.
What do you got for us, Connor?
Yeah, I bet you do.
So I don't have my notes with me, so I'm gonna kind of have to just eyeball and explain the best I can with what I am given, and then I want to save what you were talking about for Chaos Central because I actually have a great segue for the Chaos, and then we'll do college and stuff. I'll handle the college, but for the Davis division, Poink. Just so I know when to start and cut and then copy and paste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which you do a great job of, by the way.
I appreciate it. We just hit 1,000 views on our Frisco Bowl video, and I was really proud of that. So it was very nice.
Proud of you.
But
Fans up.
Let's talk about the NFC South.
Up, down. Sorry. Yeah.
Let's talk about the NFC South, and I'm not talking about the horrendous performance of the New Orleans Saints. I didn't even get to watch the game, really. I was working, so I didn't get to watch it, and I'm very glad I didn't because when I checked the score and the stats, we had the 7th-string wide receiver, Dante Pettis, with 7 targets, only 2 catches. Bruce, I know you know Dante Pettis. He had 2 catches, was thrown 7 times.
Good old Dante Pettis, baby.
One of them was Rattler's fault. I went back and watched. One of them was Rattler's fault. He just can't catch, dude. 7th-string wide receiver. But, you can't play 7th-string as number 1. I'm not even complaining about it. That was just a horrendous performance. The Saints are bad. If they could relocate to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, I would be okay with that. I'm just kidding. But they need to relocate probably and then get a new owner and stuff.
They're never going to leave. Okay.
What?
They need to do something. But NFC South.
Win football games.
Why are we talking about the NFC South?
That too.
The NFC South.
Well, I'm just talking about a specific team. So I want to touch on the Atlanta Falcons.
You said the NFC South like 4 times.
Yes. I want to talk about the Atlanta Falcons because
start with that?
Okay. I'm a numbers guy. There's a lot of numbers with this, and I want to give it to y'all and kind of show y'all the situation they're in right now. So if you go back, right, before this season started, they signed Kirk Cousins to a 100 million.
Whoa!
100 million guaranteed for 4 years. I can't remember if it was 140, 160. I think it was 160. But 100 million guaranteed. That's the key that you need to remember. 100 million guaranteed. So remember that. Remember that number. It was 100, and then he had some incentives to it.
14 million guaranteed.
He had an extra 10 million. I'm going to get to that. So
14.
Here is the predicament that they are in. If they cut, so March 12th would technically be the 2025 league year. If they cut Kirk Cousins before that, they would incur a $65 million dead cap hit next season. Full $65 million. That's $27.5 for his salary and $37.5 for his remaining guaranteed throughout the years. But if they do it after June 1st, that dead money would spread over 2025 and 2026. So it'd be 2 seasons. They'd have $40 million in 2025 and then $25 million in 2026. But they could also trade Kirk Cousins. If they trade Kirk Cousins, then they will not have to take that 27.5 at all. So they'd only have to pay the 37.5 million, and they'd be okay with that because they don't have to pay a salary if you trade them, right? But you have to pay them the guaranteed money you signed them on. Okay, so remember those numbers. He gets another 10 million in guaranteed next season, so that could be in play too. But not too long ago, Adam Schefter posted this sentence, and I'm going to read it to you. Kirk Cousins' divorce made me think he was divorcing from his wife. I don't know why he chose to use that word, but he said divorce from the Falcons is expected to be finalized before his $10 million roster bonus due March 17th. It's a lot of numbers. I wish I wrote it on the ticker.
You're good. You're good.
So, $10 million before March 17th. March 12th is the new year. Signs are pointing they are going to cut him before that March 12th date, which they have a rookie quarterback in Michael Penix, so they're probably okay with doing that if they're going to commit to Michael Penix because you're not paying him you're paying him a rookie contract, right? That being said, $65 million is taken from the Atlanta Falcons next season. Okay? With all those numbers and that huge wad I just gave you, I know MJ's thinking just a little bit right now. With everything I just told you, you're first place in the NFC South. You're competing this year. Next year, you might not do so well. What do the Falcons do to stay competing for the first place spot? And is this the right move for them to release Kirk Cousins, not even after 1 year of signing him?
Bruce, you can go first.
It's a lot. I'm sorry. I apologize, but
no, you're good. Well, I mean, there's a reason why you're starting a quarterback 15 games over, also Cousins' season has been absolute trash. He hasn't thrown a touchdown pass, and I think it was like some ridiculous stat of like 6 games or whatever, 7 games. So, regardless, I don't think Kirk Cousins is going to be on this football team next year. You have to stick with Penix, in my opinion, because there was, in my opinion, more talented players on the board in the draft. That's pretty good. There was a lot more talented players on the board in the draft this past year, but they ended up vying for Penix Jr. instead. Maybe this was their plan all along. Not even I don't think they planned on it being the first year, but maybe after 2 years or 2.5 years, they would end up putting Kirk Cousins out to pasture, so to speak. But here's the thing, though. No one's going to take on that contract at all. There's no way in hell they'll be able to trade him. If I'm them, and what you said, Connor, is correct, after June 1st, you said, it's a $40 million cap hit this year, or the next year, 2025, and then $20 million in 2026. Is that correct?
25 and 26, but yes. 40 million for the first year, 25 in the second. It's 65 regardless, because that's the rest of his remaining guaranteed money.
I'm sorry, that's what I'm doing. Like, I'm waiting till June 1st if I'm gonna decide to cut him completely. I want to space out that money as much as I possibly can, because what do they do in the NFL? They toss money down the road. That way, they don't have to deal with it at the time. While you're taking a cap hit, a significant cap hit. It's not going to be as bad as it would be if you decide to cut him at the new league year, March 13th, right? 13th, 14th?
March 12th.
12th.
For this year.
12th.
But even after Schefter said all signs are pointing to them to release him before March 12th, you still think the Falcons will not do that?
No, because, like, where's that?
He's saying they shouldn't.
They shouldn't.
No, I agree. It shouldn't.
Yeah, no, I don't think it should, because it doesn't make any sense. In what world does that make any kind of sense?
Well, so the world in which it makes sense, here, I'll play devil's advocate. Okay. The world in which it makes sense is because if the Falcons do that, they get a better picture of what their cap space is. Because otherwise, you can't use whatever savings you do get, albeit very minimal savings. You can't use that savings until you actually cut Kirk Cousins. Okay. So if you wait till June 1st, which I agree financially probably is the smarter move, and also just for the competitive advantage, in case he goes somewhere in the NFC where he could hurt the Falcons, hypothetically, you don't want him on the market earlier, because then a team is able to other NFL teams can make better decisions. If he sits on their roster until June 1st, when everybody's gone through the draft and free agency and everything, and then you cut him, well, teams already kind of had to figure out their quarterback situation. So I agree, Bruce, that makes more sense for the Falcons. in terms of competitive advantage monetarily. But if you do it when the league year starts, it's kind of the classier thing for Kirk Cousins. Hey, go find your home, man. I appreciate it. It didn't work out. Go find your place. This isn't your place. We're going to roll with Penix.
Yeah,
you go find your place. If they want to be the classy organization, that's the move. And then financially, in terms of if they want to stay competitive, then knowing where you're at financially when the league year starts, before free agency hits, before the draft, so you know what you can do there.
They already have.
That makes the most sense. They're not gonna have that much money to play with either way, but it gives them a better picture.
Dude, and like it's funny, you already beat me to the comment that I was gonna make. The only reason why you're making this deal at the beginning of the new league season to end up cutting him is so that way you look better from a player standpoint or player organizational standpoint. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But no, I like you. That was the next point that I was going to make to say to you. But I agree with that. The only counterpoint that I'll have, hopefully you have a good financial person, a part of your front office, to already have a scenario of different things laid out for you. You know what I'm saying? To say, okay, if we keep him, or if we get rid of him March 12th and be a nice team or a nice whatever, here's this, and that way he can go learn a new playbook faster, be a part of veteran mini camps or not OTAs, but OTAs or whatever. Yeah. So that's the only thing that I could totally see them doing it out of the goodness of their heart. But I don't know. I in my opinion, if they've already allowed it to be leaked that they're going to let him go at the start of the new league year, it's going to happen. From an organizational standpoint, from shit. If I was an owner, I'd be like, sorry, dog, you're staying until June 1st.
Yeah, so the Falcons aren't in a good spot. They've got, according to Over the Cap, right now for 2025, they've got only $6 million cap space. The only teams worse than that are Dolphins, Seahawks, Browns, and sorry, Connor, the Saints. So they're not in a good spot already. But I think hypothetically, what they would be trying to avoid by doing this is, again, sorry to rip on your organization, Connor, is to avoid a Saints situation where you're so far in the hole that really there's no hope for where you're going. If you go look at, I think they're probably going to try and model the Broncos. If you look at the Broncos, they figured out very quickly, hey, this veteran quarterback thing isn't going to work. We give him a great big deal. It didn't work out. This is not our future. We have a rookie quarterback. We could win with a rookie quarterback on that deal. Let's go ahead and just cut these ties now. Hey, it didn't work. Get rid of that money. Bite the bullet now. And then maybe in a couple of years when Michael Penix is really developed, we could go win something. I think that's what they're trying to do. If anything, they're trying to follow the Denver Broncos model, which I don't even know if that's really a model, but they're at least competitive and in a playoff race still this year after doing that. So it's better than nothing. It's better than where the Saints are.
In that division, the only thing I'll counterpoint to that, actually, I do agree with you a lot on that. That's actually a really, really good point. But there's only two people that I would say are the difference in that: Sean Payton and Raheem Morris. That's the only difference. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the only differences that I could think of. But what the Broncos have done, I would totally do that, because especially having that division with that could potentially be one of the best divisions in football, with the Chargers, the Chiefs, Broncos, and Raiders. Raiders suck though.
The Raiders have the second most cap space in the NFL, so they might not suck next year.
Fair. But
but to be fair, the Bears had the second most this year, and here we are. So
it'll be Jack. Maybe they'll get an offensive line.
They have the fifth most going into free agency. The Bears have the fifth most, so maybe they can spend it on some washed wide receivers again.
So just tangent real quick. That means absolutely jack fucking squat, because the Chicago Bears have a huge cap space also, because they don't pay their own players. They try to be cheap because their front office is absolute fucking clowns and their owners are idiots. All right, so
let's
save David Montgomery.
Let's save the Chicago Bears.
Yeah, no, you're good.
Chaos, so that I can keep a distinct video. But I do want to make sense of Shefty's comment of why they would cut him before March 12th. And this is my idea. Your rookie quarterback, although you're not paying him a lot of money, a lot of contracts are backloaded. If you were to go ahead and cut the ties right then and there, you can incur that $65 million. 1 year, you're done. You don't have it that second year. Michael Penix, you're going to kind of produce him how you want him. He's going to end up, you're going to have to pay him more money towards the end of his contract, although it's not much. It's a rookie contract. I just looked at their cap situation. A lot of their veteran players are backloaded contracts. If they want to keep them,
but what are you
they're not going to be able to pay all these people at once.
You're not going to, but here's the other thing, though, is like the fact that you have only $6 million worth of cap space potentially going into next year. Like, you're not going to be able to keep throwing it down the freaking road. If you keep throwing it down the road, you're not going to be able to do jack shit with like any other signings. You're not going to be able to help your team.
That's how you become the New Orleans Saints, ladies and gentlemen.
Right, and like you can't do that. Like the reason why people take out like credit to do like pay for their vehicles too is because they're not able to front that money right away. If you front that money right away, you're going to even be in a worse situation as it is. I'd rather have a $35 million cap hit, dead cap space, I should say, than a $65 million or whatever the count is.
So, Bruce, don't tell the LA Dodgers this. Your math does not make sense to the LA Dodgers.
I know. I didn't math well with the Dodgers on that one. I agree.
Well, I get what you're saying, Bruce. They're not backloading anything, so they're not having to take care of it later.
You just said all the contracts they had for veterans.
It's going to be up front. Yeah, I get that. But that's what I'm saying about Kirk Cousins.
What I'm saying about
spread it out.
Hold on,
how much money do you have in 26?
Kirk Cousins, though, because right now Kirk Cousins, if you cut him at that league year mark, you're gonna have to front that $65 million cap hit. So like you're fucked. And like so you have $65 million just sitting there. I'd much rather be like, sorry, dog. June 1st is when I'm gonna cut you, so that way at least I have a little bit of space right there, so I can help my rookie quarterback. Maybe get him an offensive lineman. Maybe get him some secondary wide receiver. Give him something. You know what I'm saying? Instead of taking that.
Darnell Mooney.
I mean, hey, he's been doing okay though.
I get that.
I know. That's why I
trying
want
to just make sense of. Because Adam Schefter usually isn't wrong. You know, he's probably the most. I want to say he's probably the most trusted in terms of football media. You know, you got your guy in baseball, you got your guy in basketball. Woj, Shefty's the guy in football.
Woj is retired.
Yeah, I know he's retired now, but Shefty's the guy in
football. Now it's Shams and who's the big guy? Who's the big guy for ESPN?
LeBron's little mistress, Brian Windhorst.
Yeah, thank you, dude. I remember
there were other words I wanted to use, but I'm not.
It's perfect though, because I can't, dude. I can't stand that guy.
He's bad.
I can't stand that guy. I'm sorry, dude. If you see this somehow, and like, it's not because like I don't know, dude. It's
we're not going. I mean, Connor's not going to talk about the Dwayne Haskins thing with Schefter though. That's fine.
Yeah. Oh, that was so off.
Yeah.
All right.
You've got Ian Rappaport, but then Shefty. Also, let me say from personal experience, I will take Ian Rappaport 10 times out of 10.
100%
over Ian.
Hey, that's a Mississippi State. That's a Mississippi State grown right there.
Who? Ian Rappaport?
He wrote for the Mississippi State.
That's the first good thing I've ever heard about Mississippi State. Dang. But no, like Ian Rappaport, I've introduced myself to Ian multiple times. Very nice, very kind.
Very nice.
Bruce and I interacted with Adam Schefter once, and he looked like
huge dick.
He looked like if he could take this tripod and shove it through both of us, he would.
He was a jackass. Ian Rappaport was so nice. Like, he was a really good dude.
Ian Rappaport, even, we saw him then later, the same day we introduced ourselves.
He said hi to us,
and he said hi. He was like, oh, hey, guys.
I'm like, dude, you know what's funny is like all these guys are a lot smaller when you see them in person, too.
Oh, Ian Rappaport and Adam Schefter are both tiny.
Like,
I know I'm not a small guy.
You're a big man.
Yeah, but like, brother, no. Like, they are tiny compared to you, Connor. Like, they are small men.
Connor, I don't know how tall are you, Connor?
Connor's a solid like 5'10".
Okay, so I'm 6 feet. So like when I like walk by those guys, and I'm sitting there, I'm like looking at that. I'm like, man.
I will say, Bruce is much taller in person than you would think looking at the screen.
Well, yeah, his everything's zoomed out, so you don't really have a perspective when it comes to
Bruce is a big boy. Bruce is a big boy.
Yeah.
Dad strength.
Oh,
right. It's about to get multiplied.
Oh yeah, it's about to get by too.
Hey, it has too, man. It has.
Bruce, whenever you need me to show up and we need to recreate Bad Boys 2, you just let me know. Okay,
that was my workshop, by the way. That was my fair. All right, we'll definitely do that, by the way. Hey, real quick, I forgot to mention this to you. So before I got sick, so this should have been like I was.
Oh no. Oh no.
I forgot to tell you about this. So I joined a new gym.
And, yeah, I saw on your TikTok.
Yeah, so I've been doing some stuff, and the first day I was there, I was like, all right, I gotta set a precedent. It was chest day, so go figure. I ended up like repping out like 315 4 times, and I racked it, and the guy goes to me, he like looks at me, and I'm like, because I asked him, I'm like, hey man, I need a spot for this, and he kind of gives me this look. And it was like at the time it was like 5:45, 6 o'clock in the morning, and here I am all fucking jacked up on pre-workout, like ready to fucking go. And I repped it out. Well, I repped the first 2 out pretty well. The third one was kind of tough. Fourth one, he totally helped me on. He was a great spot. And I racked it. And the guy looks at me and he's like, good job. I'm like, thanks, man. I'm like, let me know when you need a spot. And he's like, I will. And he's like, how old are you? I'm like, 40. And he's like, dad strength. I'm like, yup. That's exactly what he said. It was awesome. I was like, dude, yup.
Yeah, that's some dad strength right there, brother. I'm waiting for mine to kick in.
Oh, you gotta have a kid, bro.
He's waiting for his.
I got one right here. That's my son.
Oh yeah. Okay.
My other son is in the comments right now, probably talking smack for no reason.
He pays child support.
I do. Yeah.
Why do you think he was here for such a little bit?
Yeah, I sent $17 last month to Mama Davis.
That's awesome. All right, Kyle, what do you got for question number 2, dog?
Oh, this next one might
get y'all, took like 20 minutes.
Might get y'all a little uppity up, but I'm so happy to. Y'all were talking about LeBron earlier. If you want to be LeBron's mistress, stay on the line. And, listen to this segment right here. So if you don't know, Austin Reeves kind of hit kind of like a game winning shot against the Warriors, and no, it's not about this game.
No,
I'm sorry. I just want to say what LeBron said afterwards. He was like, "Oh, I love the NFL, but Christmas is our day." Talking about NBA. So what did Netflix do? Netflix came out with the records and the streaming numbers for Christmas Day NFL.
Did they really?
Yes.
Did they come out with that? I didn't know that.
So let me read this to you guys right now. Yesterday's doubleheader. So we had the Ravens beat the Texans 31-2, and the Chiefs beat the Steelers 29-10. As bad as those games were, it set records as the most streamed NFL games in U.S. history, with numbers 5 times more than yesterday's NBA games.
Shocking.
65 million viewers?
Yes, 65 million who tuned in at least 1 minute of one of the 2 games. And then NBA's 5-game slate averaged about 5.25 million across their platforms.
They walked out and they said,
yeah, that's exactly what they did, dude. That's exactly what they did.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, once Prime did it, I knew that Netflix was going to get in on this, and I was just curious. Bruce, I don't know about Bruce. Did you watch any of the games yesterday?
Oh yeah, dude, I watched all of them.
Okay, so the first thing I said to my dad when we turned on the Chiefs game, we were watching the pregame. The first thing I said was, and I don't know if this is legitimate or if it was just me, the camera quality of Netflix was superior to any NFL game I have ever watched. I mean, I'm talking just pregame, these interviews. I feel like I'm there. I feel like I'm talking to Patrick Mahomes myself.
What happened to the camera that was like the Madden camera? Remember the Madden camera that they used to use all the time on the field and stuff like that?
Like the 8K?
Huh?
The 8K or whatever?
Yeah, I love that. Like, I haven't seen that.
I think that's what Netflix was probably using.
Right, agreed.
Because it was beautiful.
Dude,
and
it
then
was awesome.
the ticker or the scoreboard, pretty
Yeah,
decent. I mean,
easy to
yeah,
read.
easy on the eyes.
Yeah.
I liked I think they used. I think they must have partnered with CBS because it was a CBS broadcast team. I thought they did a pretty good job, at least for the first game. I don't remember.
Fine. They were okay. It was
It was Ian Eagle, JJ Watt, and Ryan right, the DB, whatever the guy's name is.
No, it was good. I love like the joke in the beginning that Ian Eagle had. What do you say? When he's like, oh, oh my God, what the hell is the show that's like really Stranger Things? He's like, oh well, all the Stranger Things kids grew up. If you're looking at us now. And
oh my gosh!
I'll bust out laughing. I was sitting there and I'm sick off my ass. I'm on a recliner right there, just laid back, and I'm like,
I like that. But no, like, I think that is a huge opportunity. And now that Netflix saw what they could do with it, now obviously that's like an anomaly because it's one of the biggest sports days of the year behind like Thanksgiving, basically. That's what is there. And so now that streaming companies and now that news organizations know that like you can get 65 million concurrent viewers. I mean, there are what 330 million people in the US. That's a little under 20% of the United States all watching at once. That's ridiculous. You don't even get that for
you don't know
anything.
The United States watching that though. That could have been like it's across all Netflix platforms.
Well, but Bruce, that's honestly okay. That's an amazing point. Is Netflix is probably, correct me if I'm wrong, the most global video platform in the country, sans YouTube.
Prime Video.
I don't think Prime is bigger than Netflix. Prime is
I
not
don't think so. No, I don't think so. I was like thinking out loud.
Okay, yeah. So even if you put YouTube as one, which is fine, I think Netflix showed what they can do when they put their mind to something, right? Because during COVID, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna make our own movies. Screw the other companies. We're gonna make our own movies. We're gonna make our own shows." They were better than anyone.
The test run was the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight, dude.
Well, that was the test run, and it wasn't good. And the quality of it and the ability of the stream to survive those numbers, that's what's impressive to me, is that it looked that good streaming to 65 million people at once. That's not easy to do. So
no, I agree. Dude, I love it. I'm not mad about it. So to go back to the original point, though, I'm sorry, LeBron. There's a reason why the NBA ratings are down this year, man. Like the storylines aren't very good. And I said storylines because I do think that there were storylines. And I've been, for whatever reason lately, MJ, like I've been getting like old school, like from like when I was in junior high and like elementary school, junior high type, like in early high school, like feeds on my like Instagram being like the old school NBA at NBC, being like, oh, Michael Jordan was like hit with the flu. I'm just using that one.
Yeah.
And or he was punched in the head by Allen Houston of the New York Knicks in this game. So what's Michael Jordan going to do to come back? And a really awesome Bob Costas introduction and stuff like that. And
Bobby boy,
dude, and you don't see that anymore. And to go along with that, just like the sheer like type of gameplay that they have now in the NBA. I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back to it. It's while like our guy, said on Thanksgiving. Sorry, I was watching the play. Said Coach, oh my God, why is he skipping, or why am I blanking right now?
You trying to say Coach Prime? Or are you trying to say?
No. He joined us on Thanksgiving, MJ.
Oh, Dean Cooper?
Coop. Thank you. God. So he when he ended up saying to us on that, saying about efficiency of the NBA and blah 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 and things like that. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I just don't like see teams like running the same stuff over and over and over again. Like yesterday, I got annoyed real quick about watching the Celtics. Shit, who did the Celtics play last night? I don't even remember. Shit.
I have no idea because I didn't watch it.
Connor, who did the Celtics play? He's checking. Anyway, the Celtics. Oh, they played Timberwolves. No, they didn't. That was the Mavs. The Mavs played Timberwolves.
76ers.
76ers. Thank you. All right, so that's okay. Yeah, that's what it was. It was Embiid. So I saw a sequence. It was 5 possessions, MJ. 5 possessions. First possession was from the Celtics. 3-pointer shot up by Tatum, missed. Rebound to Embiid. Embiid, instead of passing it to a point guard or guard, and I get it, whatever, positionless basketball, Embiid dribbles the ball down, keeps dribbling, crossover, step back, just inside the 3-point line, brick, rebound by the Celtics. Celtics bring the ball back down, shot jacked up, a 3, brick. Someone else grabs it from the 76ers. I don't remember who it was. Dribbles up the court, screen roll action. Instead of passing to the roll, it was a 5-out screen roll action. Instead of passing to the roll, the guy that had it just jacked up the 3, brick. Celtics rebound. Celtics bring the ball back down. Drive.
I'm sensing a pattern here, Bruce.
Yeah, drive, kick to the corner, 3, shot in, which was okay, whatever. Drive and kick. I like that game. I like that basketball. And, all right, inbound, dribble down the court. Dribble. Like 15 seconds pass on the shot clock. Kick the ball to the side. Hold it. About 8 seconds left. Pull up 3, brick. And I'm like, this is the reason why I don't watch NBA basketball anymore. And I walked upstairs.
You want to know why it's not good anymore, Bruce? This is half sarcasm, half not. Because guys like KD are more concerned with their finishing moves on K Adams than their finishing moves on the court.
Oof.
Connor, you know what I'm talking about?
That was pretty good, actually.
Connor doesn't watch basketball.
You said what? I'm sorry.
Oh my!
Repeat
Connor
that.
was asleep.
No, I was handling some business.
Who's there with you?
Nobody. I was texting my phone.
Yeah, he was texting Jenna. That was a Freudian slip. Right? That was a Freudian slip. He was texting Jenna.
You repeat what you said so I can have a better understanding.
Yeah, exactly. So there was a clip. Kay Adams was interviewing Kevin Durant, and she asked him, do you have a finishing move? And it was a very flirty question. And he was like, nah, I don't have a finishing move. And she said, that's what I love about you. KD's more focused on these women than he is on actually having a finishing move on the court when he's not with Steph Curry, because Steph Curry carried him to 2 championships.
Who won the MVP?
Who won the MVP? I don't give a rip who won the MVP. You want to talk about MVPs? You want to talk about playoffs?
Playoffs?
You want to talk about playoffs? You want to talk about MVPs?
I agree. I don't think I have enjoyed basketball as much as I have since Steph Curry and LeBron's finals. And before that,
Ooh,
I
loved
Lob City.
2016.
Lob City was my favorite.
Lob City was the
Oh
shit.
my gosh, I loved it so much.
Lob City was the shit.
It made me feel it. I'm getting chills thinking about it. It made me
Dude,
feel it in my
Draymond Green
bones.
going up. Not Draymond Green. Well,
You're talking about Blake Griffin.
Andre Drummond coming up and going.
No. DeAndre Jordan.
No, not it. DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, you're right. I was gonna get there. I was gonna get there at some point.
I thought he was talking about Blake Griffin because,
yeah,
No.
and then he
just pulled DeAndre Jordan.
Hey,
Can't make a free
He says
throw.
somebody of a different complexion, and I got confused.
This is the reason why MJ and I have always worked well together, because I always forget names, and MJ's like, MJ knows.
Actually, that one, yeah. It's okay. I'm inside. For better or for worse, for sickness or for health, I'm inside Bruce's brain.
Fair.
I know what's going on in that little bald head of yours, Brucey Bruce.
A lot of scary things going on in this head.
Yeah, it's a little terrifying, especially at 5:45 a.m. in the gym when you're trying to show off.
Hey, I wasn't showing off. I was just doing work. You know who else is doing work for car insurance? Jeff Ortepney.
My guy.
Insurance.
Packers fan.
Here's to the grown-ups. Your car is now your office. Stage, nursery. Sorry. Erie Insurance offers products that lots of other companies don't. That's a big deal. And it's a good deal, too. And with Erie, you get your own independent agent, not a giant corporate call center or some online robot. you meet with a real person like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
When you call Jeff, or text me at 704-464-4544. Let him know what Third Down Thursday sent you, or TDT Media. And also congratulate him on his awesome parlay win this past weekend.
Wow.
Connor, what do you got for us for number 3? I know you said it's going to lead into...
I have a number 3. And I know this is going to get you going, Bruce. So
honestly, it really won't.
This will be my chaos.
Hold on. Let me preface this. I know you said you think it's going to get me going. I want you to understand something now as a Chicago Bears fan. No, well, let me tell you something.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. Yeah.
Let me talk to you.
Nice. I haven't heard that in a while. Dude, the Bears, I have no anger at all with them. I have no like whatever with them. There's no backup. They suck. I already know they suck. Am I gonna watch them still? Obviously, yes. They're on my screen right now. But
are they winning?
No, they're losing 3-0.
Sorry.
Yeah. I mean, it also shows the ineptitude of the Seahawks. But again, I'm not. Oh, pass interference on the offense. Shocker. Anyway, it's the Bears' ball, by the way. I'm just
10-yard penalty.
I'm at that point now, though, dude, where I just don't care. I'm not mad. I'm not gonna freak out about stuff anymore. I already know who the Bears are. They're gonna suck. They're gonna suck as long as the McCaskies own that family. They're gonna suck as long as Virginia McCaskey is sitting there fucking in her ivory tower being like, I'm gonna stay alive for another 100 years and I'm gonna fucking destroy this fan base. So I'm just done with it. So go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna pull my Virginia McCaskey thumbnail, but I wasn't fast enough. I don't even.
Oh, okay. Oh, MJ, good call. Good call. R.I.P.
My boy, Ricky Rick, right here.
R.I.P. Ricky Anderson. That was crazy.
Meow,
66.
meow, meow, meow. Virginia McCaskey.
Get that little hoe off my screen. I can see through this flag. I can see through this flag just like I can see through transparent little holes.
That was actually one of the funniest things I've heard you say.
That thing's gotta be dust, MJ.
Get that little hole off my screen.
Wait, you talking about this flag or Virginia? Talk about that's me when Connor puts Virginia on my screen.
Dude,
oh my gosh.
Dude,
get that little dusty girl off my screen, I swear.
When she dropped the deuce, it's like
water.
Oh my gosh, drier than the Sahara.
God bless. I get it.
No.
No. Just tell the fucking team.
Yeah. Just
I'm with you on that.
Just
sell it to Elon, dude.
Go jump in a pool, man.
Yeah, give it to my Doge leader.
Go take a bath, brother. Go take a permanent bath. Okay.
Damn,
I'm done.
Swift got a 17-yard over-under tonight, and he just got in that one fucking screen pass. All right, anyway, go ahead. What do we got, Connor?
Well, Bruce, I really need that bad high school mistake of that tiger tattoo on your stomach. It just burst out during this segment so that I can have content.
You have a tiger tattoo on your stomach?
No, I don't have a tiger tattoo.
I was going to say, I've seen you shirtless. You don't have a tiger tattoo on your stomach.
No, I have a tattoo on my back.
Yeah. I would have remembered that.
I have a Bible quote on my back.
Yeah, but you don't have a tiger tattoo. I mean,
No.
You should have a tiger tattoo on your stomach.
Yeah,
No,
I think so too.
No.
Make it come to life and jump at us.
How about all three of us go get one together?
Dude, okay. All right. Dude, we should go when we go to the combine this year. We should have one day where we just skip the combine and go get a fucking tattoo.
Go get TDT Media as a tramp stamp.
I have like a cinnamon roll belly button though, so I don't know how that would work on my stomach. It's like an Aldi, but it's like a cinnamon roll.
Not surprising. You get a lot of white cream put in that all the time, don't you?
Well, sometimes when I like take a shower, it's hard to dry the water from it because it's like swirling.
Question.
Please ask your question, Connor. Please.
Okay, let's go football.
I could have kept going.
With the wins from the 13-2 Lions, that is first place in the NFC North. The 13-2 Vikings, second place in the NFC North, and the 11-4 Packers, third place in the NFC North. All of them won their games this past Sunday, and all of them have clinched a playoff spot for this postseason, except the Chicago Bears. Now, the Chicago Bears started the season.
Are you kidding me, Connor? Oh,
really?
The Chicago Bears started the season 4-2.
Oh, yeah.
They have
one play. All of a sudden, they're soft.
They have lost 9 straight. The Chicago Bears have.
Second longest in their history.
Yes, second longest in Chicago Bears history.
If this was their year.
I thought so too. I thought Caleb Williams was his generational talent. But looking into the future.
Actually, what he's been. No, we're not going past that one. What he's been showing, like, I guarantee you there's no quarterback that's a rookie right now would be doing better than he is.
Well, maybe.
I feel like that was aimed at Jaden Daniels, Connor. Could you speak on that?
No,
I think Spencer Rattler actually has a worse situation, has performed better than Caleb Williams in some weeks. I not last week, but his previous start.
Show me a single week where Spencer Rattler.
Let's go, Spencer Rattler.
Yeah, let's Connor.
So
let's.
Caleb Williams has 4 touchdowns, 4 games that he's thrown for over 300 yards.
Yeah, I'm not saying that.
2 rookie quarterbacks that have done that this year.
I'm not saying like
Caleb Williams and me.
Caleb Williams' situation is bad, but it's not as bad as you think it is. He could be.
Wait, Connor. I thought his situation was so good that it was bad. I thought it was so good. I thought it was so good.
And I still think he got into the best situation for a number 1 overall draft pick.
Yeah, it was killed.
It's just hindsight.
His head coach got fired. His offensive coordinator got fired,
and it's the first time it's ever happened in Bears history. So how can you go into the season saying, "Okay, this is going to happen"? You know,
I could have told you Shane Waldron was going to get fired.
Well, maybe Shane Waldron, but it's the first time it's ever happened. So we weren't going into the season thinking
was going to get fired.
Oh, the coach is going to get fired. You know
I wanted Harbaugh. I did want Harbaugh. I did say that at one point, but then I was like,
I'd take Harbaugh.
Oh, this amazing Hard Knocks episode of Eberflus getting a haircut. This is great.
I would take Harbaugh's dog.
I like the Harbaughs. I don't know why Kenny hates them. I think they're great.
Well, I mean,
upstanding gentlemen.
Why I like freaking
and they can coach
throws like that.
But maybe the situation gets better.
Al Michaels could have been a disaster, but Caleb Williams.
What's the question, Connor?
It would be fantastic if the whole NFC North was and most of it is competitive. It would be fantastic if the whole NFC North was competitive. We talked about what would happen after the Bears fired Flus, kind of what the steps were on an executive side. I kind of want to go into the mind of what do you have to do with Caleb Williams? Because obviously that's the guy you got to build around. How do you make the situation better for him? We talked about getting the team, owning the team, whatever. I kind of want to go into how do we make the situation better for Caleb Williams?
Get rid of locker room cancers right away. Calling
specifics.
Name names.
Name names. I was getting there. I'm calling out Jalen Johnson right now. I think he should be gone. I do. I think he should be gone. You don't you disagree?
I just love it because I hate that kid. Okay, go ahead.
I'm saying Jalen Johnson should be like I get rid of him. I've actually seen the Chicago radio personality say like he would trade him right now for Micah Parsons. And if you can't like do it straight up, then do Jalen Johnson and a later draft pick for Micah Parsons. And I'm like, I'm totally down for that.
Cowboys wouldn't take that.
Huh?
Are you hearing yourself, Bruce? You think Jalen Johnson's worth Micah Parsons?
No, I don't, but I would totally do it.
I would too.
If Jalen Johnson took dumps of gold, he wouldn't be worth Micah Parsons' left pinky.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to include draft picks on that bitch because I'm going to get rid of.
You got to include a lot of them, some high ones. We ain't giving
I actually disagree with that.
Jalen Johnson.
No, stop.
This is draft day. Jalen Johnson and 3 first-round picks for Micah Parsons.
Look at money. No. Look at money with the Cowboys right now.
I get what you're saying.
Trust me on this. Look at the
You
money.
still don't trade desperately, though. You still don't
It's
trade
the Chicago
desperately.
Bears. They do everything desperately, Connor. Who are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Cowboys.
What? Hold on.
Okay.
Holding offense. Shocker.
24.
The Bears just threw a touchdown pass, and then all of a sudden it's holding offense. All right, so
perfect segment.
Anyway, to go back to what I was saying though. Get rid of locker room cancers right away. Jalen Johnson, I think right now is a locker room cancer because God forbid you're not successful right now. You're playing like shit, whatever. You have to re-examine. Okay. I think you're fine with DJ Moore now. You have to look at the linebacker position again because I'm sorry they're not playing as well as I got 2 linebackers for the price of 1 because Roquan Smith shouldn't be here. Forget him. Bye. All right, so I think you got to re-examine that. You have to re-examine that offensive line, and then all right, so let's go a step above that. Coaching staff, everybody's gone. Get rid of everybody. All right. No, you're not going to get Lamb. That's ridiculous. You're going to trade Jalen Johnson, and you're going to trade a third and probably 5th round pick for Micah Parsons. Anyway, so that's like my Madden scenario in my head. So to go back to my point though, you're going to clean house the whole freaking coaching staff. Everyone's gone. So I don't give a shit who it is. They're all gone. They could be the person that's like the assistant to the coach that holds on to the extra fucking headset for the offensive line coach that causes fucking whatever. Everyone's gone. I don't give a shit. Bye. They're gonna find a spot somewhere else. It is what it is. Bring in a coach that's going to be able to set the tone in the locker room right away. Well, yeah, everyone's like, oh, you need an offensive mind. You need to make sure that they're able to maintain like an offensive, mindset and everything. You guys should be here. Yeah, we've done that for how many years? So many years. MJ, you can even freaking attest to this. The Chicago Bears brought in offensive minds over and over and over again, and it's gone like what? What's the word? Shit. So my thinking is my number 1A is Vrabel. I would bring in Mike Vrabel right away. I would bring in Mike Vrabel right away because I think he would totally set the tone and he'd put people in their place and he would call out shit from the front office that they don't want to hear. Because I guarantee you, they don't want that alpha in that freaking locker room. They don't want an alpha that's going to go back at them and say, fuck off, because we have to have a nice atmosphere in our locker room. We're not allowed to swear. We can't show swears on Hard Knocks because we want a family environment. Guess what, motherfuckers? It's football. Stop. MJ, or not MJ, freaking Connor, stop changing the fucking font.
You notice now.
Those are just comments on the screen. What did that do?
Anyway, so I'm really tired of that thought process. All right, so 1B, Ben Johnson. Some of the interviews that I've heard with him about, obviously offensive mind. That's all great, and that way, like you can guarantee that he'll at least be here for 5 years, hopefully for 5 years to help the development of Caleb Williams. So to answer that question, 5 years of development. But I think if you bring in Vrabel is going to be able to also bring in top offensive minds to help out with the development of Caleb Williams. And then aside from that, like if you want to go even higher than that, you got to stop with this Kevin Warren, like Ryan Poles bullshit. Kevin Warren, the reason why was Kevin Warren brought into the Chicago Bears? Huh? Oh, stadium. Got it. Talk with like public figures, public politicians to be like, okay, this is what's going on. This is what we want to do. We want to rebuild this. We want to try to move here. We want to go here. All right. You have no fucking place whatsoever with the roster. If there's a reason why that you could be making any kind of decision with roster and with coaching, you like that's another flaw in this like ownership. Okay, so I'm sorry, like Ryan Poles. Okay, I get why people want to talk shit about Ryan Poles, but the fact that Ryan Poles has to report everything that he does to Kevin Warren, who is not, by the way, anybody that knows jack fucking diddly squat about football and nor has played it. Get the fuck out of here, Kevin Warren, you fucking clown. And then let's bring it up higher. Now we'll go to McCaskey's. Oh, this is the McCaskey family that had at one point an accountant as somebody that a GM would report to. Why the fuck would a GM report to an accountant? Anyone? No? No one? All right.
No.
That being said, stay the fuck out of all the stuff. Sell the fucking team so that way you can make your most important investment in that being Caleb Williams, who, by the way, okay, not a franchise quarterback. Okay, you wouldn't have said Peyton Manning was a franchise quarterback. You wouldn't have seen Aaron Rodgers as a franchise quarterback. You wouldn't even seen like freaking Patrick Mahomes as a franchise. Even the anointed MJ Tom Brady as a franchise quarterback his first year of start. It's relevant. It's what it is. It's a fucking whatever. But there's one commonality amongst all those motherfuckers. They had a solid freaking core of front office or ownership, front office, and coaching. That's what you need to have. I know. Again, it's the same bitch fest that I'm always on.
Okay. So I don't disagree with any of that, to be clear. Obviously, Bruce knows what he's talking about when it comes to the struggles of the Chicago Bears. I think there are some deeper rooted issues that really, and I'll just kind of hammer more on this piece. The football side is one part of it. Bruce and I have been a part of multiple different organizations together, multiple different organizations separately. And I think Bruce and I personally have seen a lot of winning organizations in our time. And we've seen a lot of organizations that was just simply not a reality. Not that they didn't try, but that it wasn't a standard. Okay. When you look at organizations like, New England for years, the Green Bay Packers recently, even if you look to different sports, when you look to the New York Yankees, right? They may have a down year, but they're going to do everything within their power, as much money as they have to spend, any hearts they have to break. They're going to do what they can to win baseball games. And even if they don't make it to the World Series every year, they're going to do their best to be competitive. And they may miss on some of their guys, but they're sure going to go down swinging. And the problem with the Chicago Bears, they don't even swing. They don't even swing. They think they're swinging. They think they're playing in the big leagues. They're actually playing T-ball. The ball is not even moving, and they're still.
I thought they did anything with Khalil Mack. Sorry.
And even then, Bruce, it was such a. Now, granted, who knows that you're going to miss that field goal, right? Who knows what happens if they don't? But I will go back to something my dad has always said, and I think I've said this to Bruce before, and we both agree on it. Good teams find a way to win. Bad teams find a way to lose. And I think for so many years, the Chicago Bears have been playing not to lose. They haven't been playing to win. They've been playing not to lose. And that doesn't just come from the head coach. It's part of it. It doesn't just come from the players. It's a big part of it. It comes from the entire organization. It comes from how a locker room or a building feels when you walk into it.
It's aura.
Yes. Yeah. I don't like saying that, but yeah, It is to some extent. And I can't believe I'm even going on this rant because this goes against everything I say. But like when it comes down to a winning culture, a winning organization, at the end of the day, it goes all the way to the top. And I just find it interesting because the Packers CEO president, Mark Murphy, is retiring at the end of this year because they have a cap. You can't be CEO past the age of 70. Okay, so he's been CEO for a long time, has overseen a lot of winning in Green Bay. And probably should have overseen more, but at the end of the day, multiple Super Bowls, the guy has done an incredible.
He can come to the Bears
job.
and be there for another 70 years because they don't give a fuck about age.
They don't. But it was interesting because he was interviewed the other day. Great ceremony on the field, and he apologized to the fans for not winning more. Okay, and I find that very interesting because if you took just as a microcosm, Mark Murphy's experience as basically the head of a sports organization, and you gave that to any owner, CEO, GM of any sports team, a lot of them, the majority of them in the 4 pro sports would take that resume. And so to me, that shows exactly the problem in Chicago and in other organizations as well. But obviously we're talking about Chicago. They're just from the top. It's not an emphasis on winning. It's an emphasis on this, making money. And so if that's your value, that's okay. You own the team. At the end of the day, it's your prerogative. You can do what you want. But it's just a shame, especially somebody being from Chicago. I mean, if it's not the most passionate fan bases, it's pretty dang near the top of the most passionate sports fans in this country. And it just sucks to watch not just the Bears, but the Bears are a big part of it, and the NFL is the biggest sport in the country. So when you look at the NFL team in one of the biggest cities for one of the biggest sports in the country, yeah, it sucks for that city to just go through all of this, and that's coming from a Packers fan. So if you want it to change, you can change head coaches as many times as you want. You can change quarterbacks and all of that. But when they walk into the building, the expectation is not that they're going to win. And until that changes, I don't care what you do, it's not going to go well.
Damn, dude. So much for that over, by the way.
You're right.
That's awesome. Well, I think each team can score 17 points in the second half, right? Question mark?
It's possible.
Oh, my God. All right, I've calmed down a little bit. I started getting myself heated. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. That's why I brought it down.
I could get that tiger tattoo jumping off of his stomach.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Connor got me. You got me, Connor. You got me. All he had to do was get me kind of like going a little bit, and like it snowballed. It snowballed.
I even put like nice spiritual sounding music behind you as you.
I didn't even hear it, dude.
It was funny. It was funny. It was really well done. I'm not gonna lie. Because it was right as you got like really mad at the end.
I was saying, man, I didn't give a shit. Like, there's part of me that like I would love to like sit in front of that locker room and talk shit to them. I don't even care, dude.
It's hilarious.
I think we should clip the part where he's calling Jalen Johnson a locker room cancer, post it on Twitter and tag him, and then tag 670 the score.
Oh yeah, that's our boy.
It didn't snowball. It avalanched. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, no, he what's right? They won't like that. The second that gets tagged,
I don't care.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
As long as it gets,
I'll totally stand
clipped.
on it, dude. Like he gets eaten up by big time receivers.
Yeah, he gets eaten up by 670 the score too, if you know what I mean.
Hey, 18-15, Bruce.
Okay.
1815? Are you talking about the War of 1812? Is that what you're trying to?
No, I'm talking about the Commander's Hail Mary. When he was doing this to the Commanders fans.
That was Tyreek
Stevenson.
Oh, was it Tyreek Stevenson?
I actually, you know what's funny about
I thought that was Jalen Johnson.
I actually, so here's the thing though. I actually like him more now than I do Jalen Johnson.
Like as a player or what?
Both. As a player and as like just like because I think like a situation like that, he got knocked down significantly. People are calling him out like nationally fans were like,
At least he knows he's stupid.
Like death threats, I'm sure, and shit like that, which I totally disagree with and fuck off. But he ended up. But I like the fact. So he just got a freaking whatchamacallit right now against DK personal foul against DK Metcalf, and he didn't get it. DK Metcalf got against him because like he plays physical. I like the physicality that he plays with because he wants to go at people. Like I appreciate that, and like he talks shit. I used to talk shit. I like talking shit. It's the best part of the game. But winning's the best part of the game. But that's part of the fun of it. But,
I talked a lot.
But no, Jalen Johnson though, like I don't know, man. Like for whatever reason, like he just reminds me more of someone just as like a like. I mean, the talent's there, but like I just like you're yelling at a coach after a game, like you're being like.
He's Patrick Beverley.
Yeah, boom. I like that. Like the talent's there, but like I just feel that like it's.
But it's also not.
Yeah,
I'd compare him more of like a Dylan Brooks than Patrick Beverley.
I'll take that too.
Yeah, I do think Patrick Beverley has more skill.
For sure.
Dylan Brooks is just bigger.
For sure.
But I don't know. I'm not against it. But
bigger isn't always better. Okay.
Hey, it's about the motion of the ocean and technique.
Yes. Technique with the hands. You get
and fingers.
Yeah. Sometimes feet.
Yeah. Toe.
Yeah. Just one toe?
Well, it depends.
Well, yeah. Depends on if it's a Tuesday or not. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
All right, Connor. What else? Anything else?
I can show y'all some really, really good techniques with Jeff Ratetni's home insurance.
I don't know if Kenny's jumping on or not, but
he's not. He's got the flu, which is why I have the games for today.
Yeah.
But I just want to show you this technique real quick, Bruce.
Erie Insurance says here's to the grown-ups who move, mortgage, mow, and still bust a move. But does your home insurance still fit? Erie helps you protect the home you've grown into, all at fair prices that are often less than the other guys. So how do you find the right coverage? Magic. Nope. Local independent agents who get to know you like this.
Your local Erie agent is Building Block Insurance Group. Get a quote today at 704-464-4544.
Erie Insurance.
I'm super disappointed right now that we use the car insurance one first because we could totally use like, hey, if you need to get a good tow.
I have the home insurance one first, Bruce.
I know, but
it's just whatever you say. I don't disagree or nothing because it ruins the flow.
It was my fault. Like I was sitting there, I'm like, damn, that would have been a really good one for like anyway. All right, we got games. Let's go. Let's run through them.
Bowl season is so fun, but you only get to pick so many when you also have college football playoffs. So I only have one bowl game, and then the rest are college football playoffs. Obviously, because those are the most important. That's the ones that play for the championship. So let me get the spread for all you people that can bet on sports in your states. I can't.
No, you can. You can just send like one of us the money, and we can bet for you, and then we can send it back to you.
Yeah, I mean, theoretically,
you can't actually sports bet in Texas. It's just props.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, is it just props? You can't bet on the.
Yeah, it's just like underdog and stuff like that.
Well, me and MJ are in the same boat, but I did start with the one that doesn't matter as much, but probably the best bowl game on here, as both teams have 10 wins on the season. So you have the 18th ranked Iowa State Cyclones versus your 13th ranked Miami Hurricanes with, let me see.
This is a good game.
This is going to be a good game. This should be a good game.
Miami
based on the spread and everything.
Miami should have been in the playoffs.
If you want to talk about that, we can before we get into the game. I don't mind. If you want to give him a case for the playoffs, don't bother me.
Hold on. Eric just so for those of you that remember Eric, just texted our group chat saying like, dude, the Amazon Prime Vision is the best football viewing experience out there. It's like football porn for me. He's not wrong. So I actually did forget about this. So have you ever watched Amazon Prime Vision? Not the actual game, but Vision. It's completely different. It actually shows route and it shows like stats. It's like a stat tracker and it shows how fast people are going. Completely different. It's like an over the top field cam. It's actually pretty cool. I forgot about that. That's a good call.
Sounds dope.
It actually is pretty sick. While Netflix, to go back to our talk earlier, while Netflix provides like a good like broadcast view and stuff like that, and broadcast like, I guess entree. I think that Amazon does a very good job about like making it like the coach's view, being able to see like some of the intricacies of things a little bit more. Anyway, all right. So let's talk about this game, Connor. What's the you said the spread's what?
The spread is Miami 3.5, so -3.5 for Miami, and then the over/under is 56.5. So to give you a sort of background on these two teams, let me look up the Big 12 standings before I tell you wrong. Miami for the ACC is ranked 3rd. They just missed the conference championship, which is one of the reasons they didn't make the playoffs, Bruce, because they didn't think the integrity of the ACC was better than that of like the Big 10 or the SEC to have more than 2 teams in the playoffs. So that's one of the reasons. Yes, so they're both ranked 3rd in their respective conferences. Iowa State in the Big 12, Miami in the ACC, and you have up until Miami at the end of the year winning by big point differentials. Iowa State was the Big 12 favorite for a while until the end of the year. So they really suffered the same fate, and now they're facing each other in the Pop-Tarts Bowl. I love the Pop-Tarts Bowl. Oh my gosh, last year was so fun to watch. So the winner of the Pop-Tarts Bowl gets an edible Pop-Tarts mascot. For those of y'all that are not aware, with that being said, spread, point diff, over-under, all the line stuff. Who wins?
Miami's going to clap them.
Yeah, dude. That spread should be fucking...
This is not close.
No, Miami's going to whoop the shit out of them.
Scores?
I'll say all right, so how about this? All right, I'll go over, and then I'll say Miami by at least 10.5.
This is the meme I made last year. I don't know how to load. Fire Joe Barry.
I remember that.
Fire Joe Barry. Because he had a little Fire Joe Barry. And they did.
So, MJ, do you have a respective score you would like to give Dub the Pop-Tarts Bowl?
Miami 35. The other Dum-Dums like 13.
35-13.
Yeah, so under as well.
I'll go 42. I'll go 42-24. So I would say
Rich just wants to go over.
No, I would say can score a little bit.
I think it's going to be a shootout too. This game is, I can't tell you if it's going to be super defensive because neither of them have really played super defensive. I mean, Cam Ward just broke the passing records for Miami quarterbacks in single seasons. I think you're going to see that this game too. I think it's going to be like a 38-24 type game.
Miami's going to show the reason why they should have been in the playoffs. Oh, shit.
And there's a lot of controversy surrounding that. SMU whooped. Indiana got whooped. So I think they should have considered other teams other than just Alabama. And we probably could have saw more of that in the playoffs. But what we do have for the playoffs is probably the most exciting story there is in football this year. You have now a group of 5 bid. The highest ranked group of 5 team gets an automatic bid to the college football playoffs. And it just so happened that this year's group of 5 team was ranked higher than the ACC champion Clemson, and they got that extra week to prepare for Penn State. So the number 6 ranked Penn State Nittany Lions, take on number 3 ranked Boise State. And now you're thinking, we saw SMU, we saw Indiana. They were not playoff potential. Now we get to see how the group of 5 bid does in the college football playoffs. 11. -11.
Penn State is going to do some
Spread.
unholy things to Boise State.
52.5 is the over/under. Here, MJ, you can give me your unholy things.
My little Heisman brother probably gonna have a decent game, right? He gets a lot of touches. He gonna get some yards.
Yeah, he's got over 300 carries.
He gonna get his. Okay, he gonna get his bread, girl. But what Penn State is gonna do is a little flip it up, smack it, rub it down. That's what Penn State is gonna do to Boise State, and they're going to do it repeatedly for 60 minutes and about 3 hours of real time. And Boise State is going to go crying to their little blue field and wish that their Smurf selves stayed in Boise State. Idaho, to be clear.
Idaho, to be clear. Nice. I watched that full game, the SMU Penn State game. I was not impressed whatsoever by Penn State. I think SMU was overwhelmed significantly by the moment. Saying that, SMU did drive down the field on Penn State, and their defense also stopped Penn State a lot. But obviously, when the tie's against you multiple times because your quarterback's throwing picks or fumbling. Saying that, I do think Penn State wins this game. However, I do think that Boise State does cover. They're going to cover, but I'm going to use MJ's analogy. They're going to go back to the blue field. The reason why it's blue is because it's covered in their tears after this game.
Oh my goodness!
And it is what it is. But I actually think it's going to be a close game. I think Boise State's going to cover. Penn State wins though.
This is the mindset you have to have going into this game. Week 2 of the 2024 college football season, Boise State got the chance to take the heads of the number 1 ranked team, the Oregon Ducks, and they ended up coming short by a field goal. 37-34 was the exact score, and it looked like Boise State was a promising contender for the playoffs. Now, obviously, a lot of people like to say you don't really get the ball rolling till week 4. So anything can happen in those first 3 weeks. We've seen upsets happen. A lot of things have happened. Are they going to be able to compete against Penn State in this college football playoff? After seeing Penn State last week, I think they came here to play. They really want to play. And for a guy that goes 10-2 every year, James Franklin, he's ready to set something straight. Penn State has to win this game, and they will win this game. It's going to be like 37-21. I'm going to give it that score.
Ooh, okay.
And if you look last week, Penn State did not score a single passing touchdown in their win against SMU.
True.
And they scored, 38 points? So, hey. Next game. After Texas successfully defended their home field, they go against the Big 12 champion, Arizona State. And this might not be close, guys.
Right. We don't even have to talk about this. Texas fucking
this game is going to be it might be fun, a little fun to watch, but
yeah,
it's going to be fun in like the way that you shouldn't be watching it. That's the way it's going to be fun.
It's a car wreck, dude. It's like where you don't want to look, like where you're like, I can try to look away, but you know what? I kind of want to see what happens.
Well, if you want to know, 13.5 is the spread for Texas, and then 51.5 is the over under for y'all.
Yes,
for
and
those
yes.
of you that can bet.
Yeah, yes, I'm gonna. Yes, over and Texas. Oh, yeah, right.
Texas might put up the over by themselves.
Bearman doesn't trust Texas defense.
Really? Hey, shout out, Alex.
I watched him in person last week, and I can say Clemson did not score on the 2-yard line. So,
you know what though? No, I watched that game. No, I watched that game too, though. I can see where Alex is coming from, where he doesn't trust he doesn't trust Texas' defense because
probably passing.
Yeah, they give up. I was about to say they gave up a lot of big plays that like chunk plays, like 20+ chunk plays. So.
Well, let's dissect that, and I'm so glad you brought that up, Bruce, which helps Texas' argument. You can say, okay, well, they did chunk plays. What is Arizona State's offense predominantly?
Shit, your guess is probably as good as mine.
Can you? It's not a guess. I know this. That's what I'm
That's
asking.
what I'm saying. Your guess is as good as mine.
Connor, I know. Chunk plays.
No, running the ball. Clemson did not get a single run game last week. Cam Scatterboo is Arizona State's offense. I mean, I've seen him put 300 yards by himself against
More like Cam
State at the beginning of the
Scatterbooty.
season. It was awful.
Ooh, Scatterbooty.
If Texas shuts him down, which they will, they'll win this game easy. You got a freshman at court, Sam Levitt. He's a freshman. What's he going to do in a college football playoff game? Dude's younger than me. What's he going to do?
You're doing this, and he's playing ball.
Oh yeah, I'm not. It's just I'm trying to point out the lack of experience. So Texas should have this easy. There should be no question. But I'm just saying, it should be pretty much a blowout. There's no way they're gonna.
We got next. We got 20 minutes. We gotta get through NFL too.
Oh, we'll get through NFL easy. Okay, next game. Oh, we only got 2 games left. Okay, rematch Central, and Kenny needs to be here for this game. And I wish he was. Ohio State gets to take on Oregon, the number 1 ranked team in the country. Again, and people are like, oh, well, Oregon has the hardest path to the college football playoffs. It just so happened to be that way. I mean, usually, if you can't make it past the semifinals, you don't need to be the number 1 team in the country anyways. If you can't make it past semifinals. So, really, they have the easiest route after the semifinals. So, let's see what happens here. And we'll see. So, 2.5 for Ohio State. That's what ESPN analytics are giving them. And it's a 55.5 over under.
Where's it at? It's in Oregon?
No, it is in the Rose Bowl. So it's in California.
Oh, it's in California. Okay, so basically it's in Oregon.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I'm going Oregon. I'm going Oregon. Although Ohio State fans do travel very, very well. Neutral site. Ooh.
Give me numbers, Bruce.
Okay. I got you. All right. So, shit. Oh, that's awesome, dude. All right. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to go with this. This is, God, dude, I'm so conflicted in this game. You know what? No, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna be smart about this. I actually do think Ohio State wins this game. All right, so I initially thought Oregon just because I want to be a dick about it, but no, I'm gonna be smart about it. I do think Ohio State gets their revenge in this game. It's gonna be one of those games where it's the last play of the game, 100% last play of the game. Final score, I'll say 20. We'll go with some oddball 27-24, like field goal at the end. Ohio State wins from a kicker that was much maligned this past or against Michigan, and missed 2 field goals against Michigan, and everyone talks shit. Everyone's gonna be freaking out. There's no way he's gonna make this field goal. He ends up banging through a 45-yarder, and they advance and they go on to fucking win the game.
I kind of just wanted to agree with that. It was a great storyline. I'm locked in. I'm ready to watch this game now. Sounds great. I'm locked in.
That's all I had. That's funny as hell.
When it comes to field goals, in Ohio State's route to the College Football National Championship, they usually come up short. If you go back when they played Clemson.
He's not a good kicker. He's not a good kicker, dude. He's not a good kicker, flat out.
When you go back and they played Clemson a little while ago to go to the national championship, if they could tie it up with the field goal, they ended up missing. So, I love Bruce's story, and I'm going to agree with them. Ohio State gets the revenge matchup based on how they played last week. I mean, it was phenomenal. It might have been the best team in college football based on what I saw last week. It was poetry on my screen, and I hate to give this credit to Kenny. I'm glad he's not here because he'd be busting my chops right now. Ohio State wins this. Give me a 37-34 game. Next match.
I like that. Bruce is not there.
I'm still here.
Well, I'm going to explain it why he's not there. I don't know why this match is last. I feel like the Ohio State-Oregon match should be the last game of the night. but they just love Georgia and they love Notre Dame. College football, they just love them. So they're going to put them in the last. Notre Dame takes on Georgia in the Atlanta Sugar Bowl. Oh, sorry, Atlanta All-State Sugar Bowl. I don't know why I said Atlanta because I was thinking Georgia. So they're in New Orleans. This is going to be a fun game.
I'm back. Sorry.
And I think it's going to be fun for Georgia. They're giving 2 to Georgia, just 2 points to Georgia on a 43.5 over-under as the Bulldogs take on the Fighting Irish. Who wins this game? Give me some numbers.
Wait, what are we talking about? What game we get right now? Sorry.
Georgia and Notre Dame.
Oh, God.
You heard my my spread and stuff, right?
What was the spread at? 3?
2 for Georgia, and then 43.5 for the over-under.
All right. Can I say woof to this game right now?
I don't know why this is last. They
Yet.
should put Ohio State and Oregon last. That's what I
I
just
don't
said.
know. I don't know. For whatever reason, I just feel like this game is like fucking trash. All right. I'm gonna give a shout out to my coworker Bob because he's a big time Notre Dame fan. Well, I'm not. I don't care about Notre Dame that much.
Carson Beck also might not play. I do want to point that out.
That's the reason why I'm going to pick Georgia to win this game.
Because he's not playing?
No, I'm picking them to win because I'm talking shit to my. No, fuck it. I'll go Notre Dame. Notre Dame wins, and I'm gonna bet the under because I don't know, for whatever reason I think this could be a snooze fest.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Connor, what's the name of the kid that's going to be starting in place of Carson Beck?
Oh my gosh. I said his name funny in Bussies when we went. Let me see. Let me remember his name. It's like Glenn something.
Glenn.
I could be wrong, but I thought it was a G. His first name was
Is it Gunnar Stockton?
Yes,
that's what it is. It is Gunnar.
Two
Amazing, Gunnar Stockton.
That's a solid name.
I've got 4 words.
Just throw 4 touchdowns with that name.
Gunnar Stockton legacy game.
Ooh.
I thought he already had his legacy game too.
No, that's what you thought. That's what you thought, Connor.
I was about to say he's to be firing sperm into the crowd with this game.
Yeah, Gunnar Stockton legacy game. That's all I got to say.
I'm going to agree with MJ. If there is anybody that should be not starting, they made the right decision. Carson Beck should be on the bench because he almost lost in that game against Texas. They are only in this position because of Gunnar Stockton. That's why they're in this position. He's going to pass the ball like John Stockton. He's going to be the man, and Georgia's going to beat down on Notre Dame. Think Notre Dame's going to win, Bruce? They still got a defense.
They do.
And Georgia's going to catfish Notre Dame just like Manti Te'o did back a decade ago.
Georgia's going to be Manti Te'o's fucking girlfriend. How about that? All right.
Yes, Manti Te'o's boyfriend. It was a man.
Whatever it was.
No, he said it was.
Potty real quick.
Said it was his girlfriend, but it was a man.
Yeah, I remember. It was some guy pretending to be a girl. Anyway, we got for the next one.
Kick. Oh, that's it. We can do NFL picks when you're ready.
Yeah, we started. Like you and I can start it off.
Broke.
Oh, my bad. That's me then, isn't it?
Broke.
By the way, where's Sheamus been?
He's been finding like just random Raw and
Dude,
SmackDown matches.
He's been doing a lot of he's been putting people over a lot lately.
I know, but I want him to win that Intercontinental Championship one more time just so he can be a Grand Slam champion. He was my favorite growing up. He was like
I kind of want him to win the United States Championship. That'd be sick.
He needs it because it would be he would be Grand Slam champion, and I think he could. We're gonna see a lot of retirements.
Oh, dude, and it's gonna be
I hope y'all
wild
know.
too, because they're gonna be like all people that were like, yeah, you're welcome to my world, motherfucker. I'm on round 2 of retirement, so you're on round 1 of retirement. All right.
Yeah.
We're going to skip the Bears and Seahawks game because no one gives a shit about them. Fuck the Bears.
Bears get clapped.
Bears eat a lot of freaking McCaskey. All right. First game. The LA Chargers at the New England Patriots. The Chargers are favored by 4.5. Chargers win this game, cover easily. Over-unders at 43.5. I'm going under.
Chargers win. Chargers cover. I'll go over.
Give me the Fighting Hardballs. Chargers win. Next game.
Next game. Broncos at the Bengals. Bengals need to win to keep their playoff hopes alive. Their slim playoff lips. Excuse me?
Whoa.
What? Bengals are favored by 3. The over-under is at 49.5. I got the Bengals to win this game, boys, because I'm sorry. I as much as I said Bo Nix was the second best quarterback in the NFL draft this year, I did say that.
Second best.
You what?
Oh, I was putting emphasis on second best. Sorry.
No, he is the second best.
Yeah. That's why I was putting emphasis on it.
Yeah, because Caleb Williams is the best.
I love it. I love the fact that MJ is like gonna fucking die on that hill with me.
He's gonna die on it, but he's gonna die. I mean, he's not gonna survive.
No, dude. At the end of the day, we're gonna be sitting here laughing our asses off when Caleb Williams is still balling out and like winning, and then fucking Jay Daniels
has like a torn ACL and
RG3.
Yup.
All right.
I don't disagree with that.
Wait, he's doing what to RG3?
Anyway, Bengals win, Bengals cover, and I'm gonna say under.
Bengals win, Bengals cover. Give me the over because Joey B versus Bo Nix. There might be some picks, but this is gonna be a good game.
If there wasn't playoff hopes, I'd give it to the Broncos. But the Bengals are so clutch. Give me the Bengals for this game.
Dude, Joey, bro.
Joey B.
He should be MVP to me, but his team doesn't win enough. So
thank you.
Bro, Josh Allen's insane. I don't know, man. That'd be tough.
Josh Allen's probably
Lamar's the real MVP.
Yeah, I'd give it to Lamar before Josh.
Oh, so now you give it to Lamar?
Really?
His numbers are better, MJ. I'd give it to him because his numbers.
You think?
are
Hold
better.
on. Wait. Hold on. Hey, hold on, real quick. You think that the supporting cast around Josh Allen is better or worse than it is around Lamar?
It's. I mean, you could say that, and that's why Josh Allen's going to
passing wise, Lamar Jackson has it worse.
Passing, rushing, Lamar Jackson's just been better than Josh Allen, like all around. But because of the media, Josh Allen will win this. It's the same for Lamar last year. The media glazed him. He won. Media's glazing Josh Allen. He's going to win. It's scripted, guys. So, you know.
Oh, my God. All right, next game. Arizona Cardinals at the LA Rams. Rams are -6.5. Cardinals need to win this game. Rams need to win this game. Rams play. I'm gonna tell you right now, the Rams are a scary team to face in the playoffs. So
is the NFC West like still super competitive?
Yeah.
Wait, why did the Cardinals need to win this game?
Oh my gosh, they're all like 9-8-7-6 wins.
So if the Cardinals win this game, they're still a part of the playoff talk.
What?
So I'm gonna go.
They're 7-8, MJ.
I'm gonna go. Oh, balls out! And of course the
Harambe. What?
All right. Anyway, Rams win. Cardinals cover because Kyler decides to not play Call of Duty, and I'm gonna bet the under.
I actually think the Cardinals win this game, especially now that I know they have playoff hopes alive. Cardinals win this game, and then it sounds like they probably cover.
Oh, it's a Saturday night game too.
Saucy.
So Rams are number 1 in the division. Seahawks will win tonight and then put them tied with the Rams. The only way the Rams will keep their number 1 spot is if they beat the Cardinals. They have to win. The Rams win, and the Cardinals lose.
Cowboys at Eagles. Eagles are favored by 7.5. The over/under is at a paltry 39.5. I'm gonna say the Eagles win this game, and they're gonna cover and over.
Eagles win. Eagles cover. I'll take the under.
Fly, Eagle, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Next game. Colts at Giants. Colts are -7.5. Over/unders at 40.5. I'm going to say the Giants actually cover this game because both teams suck. And I'm betting under.
What game?
Colts Giants.
Don't bet on that. Don't bet on that. I'm not touching it.
That's a huge spread, though. It's 7.5.
I'm not
They're
touching
still
it.
in the hunt, though, MJ.
Who?
The Colts.
The hunt for what?
The playoffs. They're 7-8.
The hunt for who? The Colts aren't hunting anything.
Hunt.
The Colt. No, I don't care what the number says. The Colts ain't hunting anything. Don't bet.
Who we at? Come on, who we at? Who we at? Let's go.
You said, yeah. Who we at?
I'm not touching it.
Give me the Colts.
Colts.
I'm
All
not
right.
touching it.
Next game. We got the Las Vegas Raiders at the when the Saints come marching in. When the Saints come marching in. When the Saints go marching in. All right. I got the Saints winning this game, actually. And the over-unders had an amazing 37.5. I'm going to bet for that. I'm going to bet the over, actually. So Saints win and over.
Saints suck. Raiders suck even more. Saints win. Over, I guess. Sure.
That was my same exact thought process. The Saints might be bad, but the Raiders are worse. If Derek Carr plays, he's got a legacy game. Spencer Rattler plays, they still win. Give me the Saints. Come on, baby.
Next game, the New York Jets, the joke of the year. Actually, it might be worse than the Bears. At the Buffalo Bills. Bills are favored by 8.5.
Bills win. Bills cover. Bills win. Bills cover.
Yeah.
I don't care
Bills
what the numbers are.
Give me Bills.
All right, next game. Titans at Jaguars. This is the call the fucking hotline.
Call the line.
I'm gonna stop. Right
Dang
here.
it! I didn't get my siren. Freaking
Call the hotline. Next game. Panthers at Buccaneers. The Panthers
It's not even giving us the line.
Dude, Panthers have actually been playing fucking good ball lately. The line is at 8.5. Buccaneers favored by 8.5. Over unders at 48.5. I'm gonna say Buccaneers win, but I'm gonna say the Panthers cover.
I like that a lot. Give me the Panthers.
Oh, he likes it a lot.
Give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers to win and cover.
Ooh, win.
And Baker Mayfield is going to get a flag planted on his booty by Bryce Young.
Right between the cheeks.
Kapow.
Right between the cheeks.
I didn't go that far.
It's gonna be like that one time I lit a bottle rocket in between my butt cheeks on
Have you tried
last New Year's. Yes, I did.
What?
I got on video. But
We gotta
Panthers win.
we gotta send that.
I have to see this video.
You gotta send it to the group.
I got it. The Panthers win this game and take the Buccaneers out the playoffs.
I've actually shot.
Oh yeah.
I have just a picture of me shooting a Roman candle from my dick. All right, next one.
Alex, you have no idea.
Miami Dolphins at the Cleveland Browns. Dolphins are favored by 6.5, and the over/under is at 39.5. Excuse me. Dolphins win. Dolphins cover easily.
Dolphins win. Browns cover.
Give me the Dolphins.
And I'm gonna save this game for last.
Okay. I see you.
Falcons at Commanders. Commanders are favored by 4.5. Only 4.5 because they don't have an elite quarterback. The over/under is set at 47.5. I'm gonna say the Commanders win, but the Falcons cover because Penix comes out and balls out and says, "No soup for you, Jaden Daniels."
Falcons win. Falcons cover. They have the superior rookie quarterback. Next game.
Oh my god!
Big Penix energy is not big enough to beat the commies, and Jaden Daniels.
That's why it's Penix Jr.
Hey yo.
Next game. Detroit Lions at the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are done. It's over. Like, how is Detroit only favored by 3.5 in this game? Over unders at 50.5. Detroit wins. Detroit covers. What?
I think the 49ers want to play spoiler. The 49ers know what they can do mentally to the Lions, and they want to do it to them because that's the type of football team they are. They're not just going to
do it to him.
Oh, they're going to do it to him.
They want to do it to him.
Oh, just do it.
49ers win, 49ers cover.
I still can't do it. My throat's still kind of fucked up.
There's only one reason the Detroit Lions win this game, and it's because of the announcement of himself that Teddy Bridgewater is coming back to Detroit to get another ring. Lions win this game just because of Teddy.
Tuck it for Teddy. Okay.
Finally, the game of the week.
Oh, no.
The Green Bay Packers are at the Minnesota Vikings. The Packers are favored by 1.5. Over-unders at 48.5. Gentlemen, I tell you right now, I've said it at the beginning of the year, and I'm gonna stay with it. The Packers are the second best team in the NFC North. Packers win, Packers cover, and I'm actually gonna say the under because the Packers defense has been playing really fucking well.
All right, baby girl, listen here. There's only one thing you need to think about right now, and it is that starting today, Love-a-thon is going on at your local Toyota dealership. And does Sam Darnold have a deal with one of the greatest car companies we've ever seen? No.
I drive a Toyota.
I drive a Toyota.
I drive a GMC pickup truck.
Well, that's cute too. Yeah, Sam Darnold drives Hot Wheels, and he's going to drive his little baby boy Hot Wheels right to the loss column because the Packers defense is going to run circles around him.
Circles.
And you can take that little looking self out of here.
Out of here.
Now, if the Packers were at home, I'd give it to them. The Vikings are not only at home, they have an 8-game win streak. And I think that speaks volumes because they have won just one game less than the Bears have lost their streak. The Vikings win this game.
No.
And become number one in the NFC North.
No. Incorrect.
All right, boys.
You're a bad boy, Gunnar Davis. The Bears, they really suck.
Why are we playing?
They're so bad. Virginia's not dead. It's sad. I wish she was gone. Get her gone. Put her down 6 feet under. That's all I got. I'm sorry.
I don't even know why we're playing this. I already know like, why are you playing poverty music?
And we don't get copyright for Bear Down.
No. Yeah. Oh, look at that. The Chicago Bears carousel. Oh, no, the Bearcel. QBs and coaches. They went all the way back to Rex Grossman.
It gets louder. No, high steps. Oh, is that all of it?
All right, so
dang it.
Listen.
I was having a great time.
I know, it's awesome.
All right, I will wear I will wear so the Vikings and Packers and Lions are gonna be in the playoffs. If one of those three teams make it to the Super Bowl or even the NFC Championship game, I will rock one of their jerseys.
Bruce, that's a big chance of that happening.
I know. I will go and buy one. It may be from the the local what do I call it like
surf shop.
Yeah,
Toyota.
but I'll go get one. I'll wear
Get on
it.
down to your local Toyota dealership and get in on the Levathon with Jordan Love, quarterback of the Green Bay Packers and the best quarterback in the NFC North.
If I find a Brett Favre jersey, I don't give a shit. I'll keep that motherfucker.
Hey, he's here. I can go ask him to go sign it for you.
Oh yeah, you're gonna go over there and talk to him. Say, hey, how you doing?
Hey, he only lives like 10 minutes from me.
It's true.
That'd be kind of sick though. Hey, why didn't you ask him to be on the show?
Yeah, Connor.
Do you want the cream scheme guy to be on the show?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Well, if he couldn't show up when he got paid, how's he going to show up when we ask him to?
I'd be like, dude.
Just tell him Jim McMahon did.
Oh, that's true. Actually, it's true.
Yeah.
Tell him Jim McMahon was on our show. And then
Tell
he'll
him
be
Jim
like,
McMahon was on our show. He didn't even have to show us his dick.
And he'll be like, oh, I have Jim McMahon's career stats in 4 seasons on the Packers.
RJ's face. All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. As always, this has been fun. This has been fun. Bruce, I look forward to you wearing a Jordan Love jersey on the show.
We'll see.
And we will.
He's wearing a jersey. At least one of them teams.
What's the Bears score right now?
6-3. It's very high scoring.
Wow, I'm thrilled. I'm gonna go not watch that.
I don't blame you. I'm probably gonna turn it off after I get done with our show.
That's fair. Well, it's been a pleasure, everybody. Appreciate y'all as always. And we're gonna end with the greatest insurance commercial the world has ever seen.
Oh, lady, go girl.
Oh, Bruce!
MJ.
Go Pack, go!
Well, pump the brakes.
Meow, 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 meow.